Hello, I'm Adam Pacitti from WhatCulture.com. Unfortunately, Jack is off ill at the moment, so I've been drafted in at last minute to present Fast Count. You're welcome. Jack, we hope you get well soon. Go and give Jack a follow on Twitter. The username is Jack_the_jobber. He's been live tweeting his vomiting, so that is absolutely charming. We hope you get well soon. So I watched some old Fast Counts to see what Jack normally does in these intros. Sometimes he does a bit of singing. Sometimes he does some weird dancing. Sometimes he just goes with a normal self-deprecating awkwardness. I'm not going to do any of that. We're going to kick things straight off with the WWE news from this week. Overall, I think Sunday night was actually really good. We saw new tag team champions crowned in Gallows and Anderson on the pre-show for some reason. Kevin Owens retained. We saw a new cruiserweight champion in Neville. I hope he holds it forever. And Cena and Styles put on another classic. And then the Rumble match happened. At the beginning of the week, Orton's odds shot way up and everybody kind of was, they were a bit confused by that. Who wants to see Orton win the Rumble, especially given the depth of the current roster? And then it happened. Always trust the bookies. There were a few really cool spots. You had Baron Corbin eliminating Braun Strowman, which hopefully indicates a push for Big Baldy Baron. You had Ty Dillinger entering at number 10, something that, again, I didn't think they were going to do because everybody was saying they were going to do it and they don't like doing that. You had Goldberg eliminating Brock Lesnar in super quick time, which only helps build intrigue for their inevitable WrestleMania match. But Orton won. Lots of fans were understandably upset when the big dog himself, Roman Reigns, entered at number 30, a sore subject indeed, especially given some of the rumoured Rumble participants. Kurt Angle's name was being thrown around, Samoa Joe, Kenny Omega even. I think he was sent out there to soften the blow of Orton winning. I think people would have been even more frustrated had Orton won without Reigns being there. Hopefully this is going to lead to Orton versus Bray at WrestleMania. Will Wyatt capture the title at the Elimination Chamber? I certainly hope so. Anyway, going back, let's talk about Samoa Joe. Finally, on Monday's episode of Raw, we saw the debut of the best Samoan in the WWE, Samoa Joe. It did seem kind of odd not to debut Samoa Joe the previous night. However, what an impact he made when he laid out Seth Rollins in the closing segment of Monday Night Raw, aligning himself with Triple H in the process. I'm taking this off. Why am I still wearing this? Rumors of Joe's main roster debut have been rampant since he dropped the title to Shinsuke Nakamura in Osaka, Japan. And when he wasn't on the TakeOver card for Saturday, I think a lot of us saw this coming, but it was even better than imagined. Triple H simply walked away as Samoa Joe continued the beatdown on Rollins. It looked quite likely that we were going to see Samoa Joe versus Rollins at Fastlane, building to Rollins versus Triple H at WrestleMania. However, that kind of seems a bit unlikely now because during Samoa Joe's attack on Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins sustained a knee injury, which really sucks. It's likely a torn MCL, and he's likely to be out of action, according to The Observer, for around 8 weeks. So Seth tweeted the following on Tuesday. This re-injury to my surgically repaired knee is real and a lot is up in the air right now. But one thing remains constant, my resolve. This doesn't end for me until I've reclaimed the throne. And for me, fighting and defeating Triple H is the only way. I will work harder than I ever have and push myself beyond what I know. This isn't over. The only way I will wear the crown is to slay the king. I know what must be done, and there's nothing that can stop me. Please get well before WrestleMania, Seth. And if the recovery time is indeed 8 weeks, it is possible that he could be well enough in time for WrestleMania. Fingers crossed on that one. All I can say is Seth, redesign, rebuild, So this may not seem like a huge deal to many. However, think about the huge reach of Netflix. So many people are going to be exposed for the first time to Lucha Underground, but, perhaps first time to wrestling in general. And given the great quality of Lucha Underground, what a fantastic introduction to professional wrestling. Just think of Lucha Underground as a readily accessible gateway drug to other forms of professional wrestling, just like cannabis is to harder drugs, like smack. totally not like I'm struggling to find indie news this week, so I'm counting NXT as news from elsewhere. I hope that is okay, Jack. Anyway, WCPW original Tyler Bate made his NXT TV debut this week. Hurrah! I said TV debut, it's on the network. NXT, Tyler, good. The first ever United Kingdom champion defeated One Lorcan in 6 minutes with the Tyler Driver 97. 97, as in 1997. He's 19 pissing years old. Talented bastard. Hopefully this means we're going to see much more of the ridiculously charismatic Bate. Perhaps we'll even see the UK Championship defended against guys like Pete Dunne, Joseph Connors, Mandrews, Wolfgang, Trent. It means more exposure for British talent, which can only be a good thing. It was really, really good to see him on NXT. Really struggling here. Remember Wrestling Society X? No, you're not alone. Featuring Six Pack, Sean Waltman, X-Pac, Tyler Black, Seth Rollins, Just Incredible, Joey Ryan, and many more, the show ran for 10 episodes on MTV in 2007, and I think it's fair to say was absolutely wank. Anyway, as I'm sure you're aware because it was huge news, this week marked the 10th anniversary of Wrestling Society X, and in celebration, the producers released the following press statement. Yesterday, January 30th, 2017, marked the 10-year anniversary of the premiere of Wrestling Society X on MTV. While the series lasted only a few weeks on TV, it is fondly remembered for both its positives, an incredible roster of talent, which is fair, who would go on to be featured in WWE, AAA, Ring of Honor, and beyond the negatives, the network's editing choices, like cutting out most things not resembling high spots and the desire to blow things up. While the show creator / writer Kevin Kleinrock hopes that before the end of the year's anniversary, the original uncut live recordings can be released, fan demand and nostalgia have led to kick off the decade in the making celebration with the launch of a new ProWrestlingTees.com store featuring the first ever Wrestling Society X apparel. Now, that's not it. Speculation is rife that Kleinrock is trying to get the show back on television. And while normally I would say that, the more places for the guys to work, the better, go and check Wrestling Society X out. It was, nah. What the f*** are takeaways? I'm not doing that. Takeaways. Leave your favourite Royal Rumble moment in the comment box below. I don't know what takeaways are. So that's it for this week's exciting episode of Fast Count. Remember to click like, share, subscribe, turn notifications on. I don't really care if you follow me on Twitter. Go and follow Jack, Jack_the_jobber. And seriously, Jack, get well soon because I don't want to have to do another one of these. Cheers!